Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going over a recent developer blog, and DICE just seems a little confused in this developer blog, and of course we'll be going over why. This is my first video about Battlefield 2042 after the suspension. I'm still suspended, by the way. So if any DICE people are watching this, or EA people are watching this, I mean you no harm. You are not the enemy, and I actually love your game, real and true. Before we get into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for your massive support you've shown me. I've been playing Fallout New Vegas. A lot of you guys coming in there and showing support. Follow me on Twitter. You know, all the comments, all the likes on all the videos. Guys are absolutely awesome. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for hitting 45,000 subscribers on YouTube during the suspension. So, you guys are nuts. And with that, let's just get into this developer blog. So this developer blog consists of mostly changes to Dozer and Irish. And I don't think it's any secret that Dozer in particular was pretty much only a specialist you would pick if you were trolling. Maybe in some very niche scenarios, you would pick Dozer for his explosive resistance. But if you're looking for explosive resistance, the clear better pick would be Irish with his APS system. Because Irish with his APS system pretty much negates all incoming explosives except for C5. Now, the reason why I say this is a bit of a confusing developer blog is they give some reasoning as to why they're doing some of these changes. And they say Dozer and Irish are the subjects of today's discussion, as we feel they need some improvements to ensure they provide similar gameplay experience as others within their class. We've observed that both are underutilized specialists within their respective classes, and we're hoping these improvements will help towards rectifying that. One thing we can take immediately from that is this is once again evidence that they don't make any changes to the game without some sort of data, right? And I don't even think in this scenario their data is accurate or at least representative, because I don't know about you guys, I see Irish players all the time. And if they wanted to make Irish a character that is picked more heavily, they certainly wouldn't nerf him. But that's exactly what they did in this developer blog. They are making some massive changes to Irish's APS system, which is, in my opinion, completely overpowered right now as it stands. Now, the reason why Irish's APS is overpowered is because there's a lot of overpowered explosives in the game, right? And, you know, fight fire with fire, I guess. But in this case, DICE is aiming to improve a specialist by making it worse. So that is very confusing indeed. And how they're making Irish worse is they are essentially taking Irish's shoot-down sentinel and putting cooldowns on it, a window where it has an ability to destroy projectiles, and then past that, it cannot intercept any more projectiles for 7.5 seconds. And this is obviously a direct downgrade from having the APS how it currently is, where it is up all the time and it destroys every single projectile coming at it 24/7, and you can just set it down and basically forget about it. The only actual improvement to Irish they made in this developer note is the fact that they added little Christmas lights to Irish's shoot-down sentinel that tell you whether or not it's capable of destroying incoming projectiles or not. Unfortunately, not even the pretty Christmas lights can save Irish from being worse after these changes are implemented. Not only that, but the rampant explosive spam issue in Battlefield 2042 will only get worse as a result of these changes as well, because Irish's APS is simply not destroying them as often. And the most hilarious thing about all of this is that DICE stated in the developer notes that they feel Irish is underrepresented based off of data that they have clearly internally, right? And the best part about all this is that after all these changes, Irish's pick rate, or representation in the game, is going to be lower than ever. But how much do you want to bet that this update comes out, people jump on Irish to try the changes, and DICE interprets that as a spike in Irish's use case, and then deems it completely fine? Even though I'd be willing to bet that if you give it a couple weeks, maybe a month, Irish's pick rate will be lower than it is right now. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments about the whole Irish thing, because I think it's absolutely hilarious. But let's move on to Dozer. Now, there's no question Dozer is terrible, right? Like, I don't think anyone's delusional about that. I certainly don't play Dozer. If Dozer was good, I'd be playing him, right? And I'm not. Dozers needed changes for a long time, so what changes did they go ahead and give Dozer? Well, for one, Dozer can now use his shield on zip lines, so that's going to be insane. If you really wanted to, you could play with, say, a squad of your friends, have one guy play Dozer, send the Dozer up the zipline first, and then have your 3 friends behind you, and they can't really shoot you straight on from the zipline, so that's going to be pretty cool. And on top of all those changes, they've also touched Dozer's mobility with his shield. He can now turn much faster, and basically he'll just be more usable. As it is right now, you play Dozer and you try to move your mouse or your joystick, and it feels like you're dragging your mouse through mud. You just cannot look around as much as you would want with Dozer. They've also increased the speed it takes for you to deploy and undeploy the shield, so basically it'll be a little easier to use in that way as well. But even with all of these changes, I don't necessarily think Dozer is still a great character, and maybe that's for the best, because let's face it, shield characters are fucking annoying, and I don't really like them. Now, you might like them, and that's totally fine, but I've always found Riot shields or any type of shield character in really any game that I play, aside from maybe like team shooters like Overwatch and Gundam Evolution, I just find them to be very irritating, and it actually takes away from the gameplay. So maybe it's a good thing that Dozer isn't going to be this powerhouse of a character. Maybe more of a niche use case. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys again for the overwhelming support during this suspension period. I believe I will be getting unsuspended on the 19th or the 20th. It may depend on when they sent me the email, or it also may depend on when they actually, hit the suspend button on my account. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Keep tabs on the stream and my Twitter. The links for those are in the description. Drop your boy a follow. It's free on both of those platforms. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord. That link is in the description as well. And come to the streams. We're playing Fallout New Vegas. I had a 6-hour stream the other day, right? I'm having fun. It's fun. We're killing rad roaches, giant scorpions, and super mutants, all right? So come to the streams, and I'll see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching.